Hey there, everybody. Thomas Wood with Basecamp Trading. It is Wednesday, April 5th, and we're going to take a look at the S&P. And the topic I wanted to cover, the subject I wanted to cover today is understanding the intraday trend and why that's important. If it's as of right now, it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We just got out of the trading room about an hour ago. But the S&P and the other indices had some pretty big upside moves initially this morning. S&P is continuing higher, and they're starting to turn around and start to climb back up now. But if you understand the trend and you can look down at the shorter time frame charts, you can tell when the trend is coming to an end and when it's time to start taking profits and when you can look for it to start going back up again. So the definition of an uptrend, the way that we teach it for naked trading principles, is higher high and higher low pivots. Okay, so uptrend, higher high plus higher low equals an uptrend. So if that's the case, we're going to look at this pivot here. So we'll say this pivot high is higher than the pivot high before it, which would have been right back there. And we would say this pivot low down here is higher than the pivot low that happened before it down there. So we had, in this case, higher highs. And then as soon as we started climbing back up here, as of about 23.56 or so, we had a higher low. So we had higher highs plus higher lows, which means you were in an uptrend. And we continued to put in higher high, higher low pivots all day, or all morning, I should say, all the way up until we came over here and put in this lower high and then broke down to a lower low. So if that's the case, that means your trend stayed in place until we came and broke down right here. So until about 23.71 or so, you were in an uptrend. So that's not the exact top and it's not the exact bottom. But when we're looking at the intraday trend, we're not worried about the exact top and bottom. We're not trying to pick tops and bottoms. We're looking at the middle 80% basically. So we stayed higher highs, higher lows. And the reason this is important to know when your trend changes is because this will help you catch and stay in these bigger moves that take place throughout the day. Then we go into a downtrend. And then over here, we can turn around and put in a higher high, or a high, and then a higher low, and a higher high. So we shift right back to an uptrend. Now you're bouncing right back up in higher highs, higher lows once again. And the other thing you can do with this is this will also help you with determining your directional bias. So if we're in an uptrend, obviously we only want to be buying the market. If we're in a downtrend, we only want to be selling the market. So make sure you pay attention to these short-term intraday trends for directional bias and to help you ride out these bigger moves. Now, if you want to learn a little bit more about this, at the end of this video, I'm going to link you to a webinar, a recording talking about naked trading. You can go watch that whole recording. It talks in a lot more detail and explains in a lot more detail exactly what the definition of an uptrend is and the definition of a downtrend is based on reading the price action. So click on that link. That'll be in the bottom left-hand side of your video or right over here. And then on the bottom right-hand side of the video, a little man will pop up. Make sure you click that button to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get alerts whenever we send out new videos every day. So that's it for today. I will see you in the trading room bright and early tomorrow morning. And until next time, happy trading.